Not processed foods, but whole foods grown from earth. Preferably you grow them yourself. Because these whole foods that's grown by these corporations have organic on them, and we test them in the laboratory, and guess what? They don't have no chemical energy or affinity in them. But yet still, they got organic cross on and all types of stuff. But selenium, manganese, iron, iodine, copper, zinc, cobalt. Where do you get your cobalt since you're vegan and you don't eat meat? Mushrooms. They be killing me with that question. Where do you get your cobalt from? All right, next slide. All right, minerals or charged particles or ions that are present in the soil. It can move across the cell membrane. So minerals have the ability to go inside the bloodstream and move across the cellular membrane and go inside the cells and help bring the voltage up because minerals are electrical charged metals. So they're showing me now that if you come to me and your voltage is low, you lacking what? You're mineral deficient. Off back. So we put minerals back into you. That's why we have something called the IV therapy room. You see that? Of course I'm going to give you a diet plan, but y'all love quick fixes. We so-called black people, we want to be healed now. Even though I bull crap for 45 years, I want Yahki to heal me in 2 days. Y'all know how y'all is. So go and get this IV therapy. Let me put the minerals directly into your veins, and you notice that you start feeling better, but you do have to follow up with an all plant-based, anti-processed diet. Right? So it says they are made of positively charged ions called cations and negatively charged ions called anions. And it just shows you what happens. Now you see the cation and the anion, and then you see the neutral atom. Next slide. Now when you look at the cations are things like calcium, potassium, sodium, magnesium, iron. Magnesium can be an anion too, y'all. It depends on what heme group is connected to. Zinc, manganese, and phosphorus. When you look at an anion, these are mostly your trace minerals. So most of your macro minerals are positively charged, meaning if you have too many of them, it will kill your ass. Calcium, have you ever heard of calcification? Don't fluoride calcify? Or calcify my pineal gland. Have you ever seen calcium in the arteries? So calcium in abundance will kill you. You see that? Trace minerals as well. So calcium is positively charged. Sulfur is negatively charged. Most of the time, magnesium is negatively charged. That's the reason why calcium and magnesium love to be together, because one is positive and one is negative. And when they do their dance, it creates a what? A pulse. And pulse creates what? Electricity. And electricity creates life. Y'all get it? Man, that sounds like a poem. I should wrote that down. All right, next slide. All right, so you find out these things by just going to a laboratory and doing a food ash analysis test. And y'all can do your own research on this. Y'all can call a laboratory in Georgia and see if they do food ash analysis test. You'll pay them about $450. They'll tell you the melon of food as fresh as it can be, and they will check the ash for you. Now you ain't got to argue with nobody. Argue with your mom. I paid and got a test, and it said that there was alkaline. I don't care what nobody else said. I got it tested myself. It said that there was acid. I don't care what nobody else said. Do the work yourself. We have to quit repeating what others said and experience ourselves. Straight up. And you will come to realize that a lot of the information is incorrect. So, the first process is called the crucible preparation, where they prep it. Then they heat up this little glass. After that, they sample the actual preparation, and then they put it into this burner called an oven. They heat it up to a Celsius and to a degree that fits your stomach acid, and then they break this food down. When they break this food down, they got another machine that poops the food out just like you poop the food out, and it leaves a pile of ash, or what you call a boob turd. And then after that, they check the ashes and they do the calculations, and depending on the minerals that's left back, the electrolytes that's left over, that determines whether it's alkaline or acid. It's not you sticking an electrode inside of the food outside of your body. I can care less of what it reads outside of my body. I want to read it while it's in my body to see if it's alkaline forming or not. See that we are stuck on alkaline acids. You're not stuck on the fact that is it alkaline forming or is it acid forming? Guess what, y'all? Fruits. 99% of your fruits outside of the body is acidic as hell. Apples is at a 2.4 on the potential hydrogen scale. Apples. Even watermelon, if you check watermelon outside the body, it's not alkaline. You have to eat it. It has to go through a conversion metabolic process first. Then you check the ash after you poop it out, and then it'll tell you whether it's alkaline forming or not by the minerals it leaves behind. You understand that? All right, let's let it speak for itself, though. Next slide. All right, scientists use this process called ash analysis to determine whether the food is acid or acidic or alkaline. This method of a